Kelly. Welcome back to the channel of Chill Relax Plant Content, where we talk about the good, the bad, the thriving, and the dying plants in our collection, and we try to learn the best way to grow our plants so we stop killing them. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, participating in, contributing to, or you just want to hang out, hit the subscribe button. Let's be plant friends. Why not? So today I'm going to introduce you to some of my favorite trailing plants. Now I'm not going to include any Hoyas. I will show you my hanging Hoyas, just because Hoyas, it's hard to choose between Hoyas. I really like that genus. But I will show you some of my other plants and give you a couple of tips and tricks, or just tell you how I care for them. And yeah, alrighty. The first one I'm going to show you, I've actually had probably the longest out of all of the other plants that I own, and that is the Peperomia Blonde. Now this is more of a succulent type peperomia. The leaves are like, I guess like a medium thickness, and it's very dainty, it's very resilient, it does tolerate drought very well, and she will put out new leaves, you know, if she does die back a little bit. So I really like the plants that are resilient. They come back after a little bit of neglect, or a lot of neglect. And yeah, this guy, we've been through a lot with this guy. So I'll give you a couple. Hopefully you can see this a little up close and personal. This is also in one of my favorite planters. These planters are made by artist Nickie Gunning. I will leave her information in the description below. If you can, and kind of like what I want to do is, instead of just buying mass-produced pots, I kind of want to support local artists, or just artists in general, and try to get individual, like unique pots, I guess. Not saying that the other, you know, mass-produced pots aren't beautiful and stuff, but it's a little more special when it's, you know, it's been handmade. It's not just made, it's also made ethically and all that too, you know. So yeah, if you can, or if you want to, I'm not forcing you to, you know, maybe once a year pick up a nice pot from an actual artist. You know, it helps put money into their pockets and feed them, and you get a really cool pot out of it that for the most part will be very unique and one of a kind. So yeah. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you is my Asparagus Fern. She's a big beauty. I've had her for quite a while. I do have like these little glass bulbs just for decoration. I actually have two of them in here because this plant does like a lot of water. They don't do anything. They're cute for decoration, right? So, but the reason I got this plant, and the reason why I really do like this plant so much, is I used to have a client who had one of these, and hers was massive. I mean, and it was her one and only plant, and she took care of it and everything like that. And it was just, when it grows massive and long and tendrils out, it's really a beautiful plant. And when I saw it in stores, I instantly thought of her, and I had to pick it up. So I've had her for a couple of years, and she's died back a little bit, grown back. You know, another resilient plant, one that I love. And right here we have like a brand new leaf frond type thing, whatever it is you want to call it. This plant does drop leaves all the time, so me moving it from where it is, I'm gonna have to sweep, but it's okay. So yeah, the Asparagus Fern, it's like if you want like a sparse, bushy type looking plant, but also looks kind of full, I don't know if that makes sense, this is the kind of plant you want. They look full, but you can see through them. If you know, right? Maybe. I don't know. Asparagus Fern. Okay, so the next plant I'm going to show you is the lace vine. Now, I've never seen anybody talk about this plant. When I first got it, it was very small, and I was like, what the hell? You know, you buy a plant online, you think it's going to be big, and it's not, and you're like, great. But I've had it for 3 years about, and this is beautiful. It is a beautiful plant. It's resilient. That's going to be a theme for most of my plants, resiliency. The leaf is fuzzy. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the fuzziness, but it is a beautiful plant. It puts out like these little shoots, kind of like a strawberry plant, and you can cut that off and root it, and you know, that's kind of how these guys grow in the wild. But I just pop them back into the soil around it, and she's beautiful, really. And surprisingly, I think we're gonna get a flower. I've never had this plant flower for me before, but she's doing something. Something's growing there. I don't know what it is. I see 1, 2, 3 so far. So the lace vine, kind of a slept on plant, but very beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, the next plant I'm going to show you isn't quite trailing yet. She's starting to. And that is my Scindapsus exotica. Show you the little tag. And she's starting to. Now this plant doesn't really want too bright of light. I've learned that. You kind of get a little bit of bleaching on the leaves. They turn a little bit yellow. And I have to be mindful when I am watering this plant because I have overwatered it, killed a couple of leaves. But then it also kind of looks similar when it wants water. So for me, any type of plant that's kind of finicky like that, I just bottom water it. I put her in a little tray, pour some water in, and that's it. That's how I deal with her. But look how large these leaves are. I think this is my newest and largest leaf. It is a beautiful plant, and I can't wait for her to be huge, luscious, and trailing. Okay, the next plant I'm going to show you is my Philodendron heteroecium neon, the neon philodendron trailing. And also, let's look at this pot really quick. I just love it. It's got the little feet. It's a beautiful pot. So, looking at my trailing philodendrons, I was like, all right, so which one of you are my favorite? And I saw this leaf, and I had to choose it. I mean, look how beautiful that leaf is. It comes out, the new leaves come out like a yellowy orange, and then fade to a neon chartreuse type of green. And I love it. Look at that. I like this color orange more than I like my Prince of Orange leaves. You know. So, yeah, this is another very easy plant. Yeah, and she's been growing really well for me. This one does like more light than some of the darker green leaved philodendrons, but she grows, she's resilient, she bounces back, and we love her. Okay, so the next plant I'm going to show you is my black Pagoda lipstick plant. And I mean, do I have to say anything other than, I mean, look at it. It's a beautiful plant, just beautiful. There's no words. And then I matched it with this pot, another pot from Nickie Gunning. Again, her info is in the description below. Look how beautiful these pots are. Just the texture of them. It's wonderful. And I think it goes beautifully with this plant and the color and the pattern of the foliage. It really is. I dropped it. I was so excited to show you guys. And I broke some leaves. But again, it's a resilient plant, a good, consistent grower. When I first got this plant, she was like up to here. That was it. All these longer stems are new, and I am so excited to see this guy like just trail all over the place. Yeah. Okay, guys. So as promised, here are my hanging Hoyas. We have the queen, who is blooming, linearis, curtsii, compacta, Wyetii, Australis, another queen who also has a peduncle but hasn't started blooming yet, and Princess and Princess. Alrighty, guys. So if there are any questions about any of the plants that I showed here today, leave them in the comments below. Let me know what are your favorite trailing houseplants. And yeah, until next time, relax, plants, and peace out.